I first started playing competitive tournament chess when I was about 16 years of age. I actually learned the game on a dare from one of my football coaches at Archbishop Shaw High School. And he said, man, you guys are all brain and all brawn and no brain. He said, if you really want to impress me, why don't you take up a hobby like chess? And of course, he was using an analogy, and the next day he was coming to see where I was. I wasn't in practice. He says, what are you doing? I said, I joined the chess club. He said, man, that was an analogy. I wasn't serious. And learned that I had a knack for the game. I learned how to play the game from a friend of mine, Mitchell Costanza, who actually I went to high school with, and he taught me how to play. And 3 weeks later, we had a championship to decide who would be the first, second, and third boards of our high school chess team. And miraculously, I won the games. I beat everybody on the team, and I won the honor of first board. Didn't realize that as the first board of the high school team, each and every tournament, I'd be playing the best player on the opposing team. And so I, despite winning the captain and head board on the high school team, I lost every game during that first chess season at Archbishop Shaw, at West Jeff. So that was bittersweet. Chess is probably the best and the most opportunistic game of strategy in life. And people don't really know it and realize it, but everybody plays chess every day. You may not play it on a chessboard, but each and every day people have to think critically. They have to make uses of resources. They have to employ strategies to get the most out of the least. And so every day, everybody use all the tools that we incorporate in the game of chess so that you can get the biggest bang, the biggest and best outcome. So chess is the great equalizer. Imagine if wars were settled through a game of chess where there'd be no loss of life and people would suffer the consequences of making bad moves on the chessboard, which would have much less deadly ramifications versus the kinds of wars that we experience nowadays. My favorite period of Louisiana chess, I have two. One was during my high school years when high school chess was really, really fun, really competitive. I learned how to play at an old age. Most chess masters and grandmasters learn at the ripe old age of maybe 4 or 5. I didn't learn until I was 16, but had a knack for the game, did very, very well. And I would have to say that chess and playing chess during those years, during the 80s, late 70s and 80s, probably kept myself and a lot of other high school players out of trouble. We spent literally nights, days. I remember one friend of mine, David Rodriguez, who's also a pastor, he had two sons that played chess, and we literally, along with Alfred Carlin, who's a national master and one of my mentors, we would go to David Rodriguez's house and we would start playing chess Friday afternoon. We'd play all the way till Saturday morning, and we'd fall asleep and wake up somewhere around 1 o'clock. Dave's sons would throw steaks on the grill, and then we'd play, nonstop again until early Sunday morning. And the only thing that stopped the games was David had to go and pastor and preach the message. But while he was gone, we would remain there playing chess. So literally we'd play from Friday to Sunday evening. And it was a group of us, about maybe 5 guys, maybe 2 teenagers. And our parents never had to worry about us because we were over there playing chess and having a great time. Chess friendship, chess rivalry, chess antagonist, as you know, Nat Riley. One of the best opportunities and one of the greatest accomplishments I've had is to become a national chess master before Nat Riley. Nat hadn't done it yet. Not to mention, I've also garnered at least 5 Louisiana state chess titles, and Nat has not won any. I've won Louisiana game in 60 championship, won that 4-0, won the Louisiana game in 30 championship, won that 5-0, won Louisiana game and 10 championship 4-0, and I won the overall Louisiana State Championship in 2017. I've won all of those championships without losing a single game. And I think that irritates Nat more than the joy of me winning, knowing that it antagonizes. But Nat is a good friend of mine. We jokingly talk to each other and rib each other. We're actually in each other's weddings. And hey, he's a long time friend, and hey, love him to death.
Rene Phillips mentioned in 1981, I did win the Louisiana Amateur Championship in the Pro-Am.
Emphasis on amateur.
Also, secondly, the first official speed chess tournament Louisiana had was Game in 5. I won that championship, and who did I beat the championship round? Rene Phillips.
With a very illegal clock.
The clock was legal. It's not my fault you didn't understand it.
Yes.
But I beat him for the championship. So tell that like it is.
Lifelong friends. He had this clock. It was a clock from Germany, and of course, if you know Nat.
PBM. You know the clock where the timer goes up?
PBM,
and then it comes back down.
PBM,
well,
STP,
when he got to the
it
top,
doesn't matter.
He thought
NIL,
I was out of time. He tried
matter.
to run me out of time, and the clock came back.
Nat,
and Bob Ballard just never let it go. He laughed him off
Nat
the table.
Nat is noted and known for pulling some kind of shenanigans during the game. You don't just have to watch the board when you're playing Nat. Right. You better watch his hands, okay? He'll bring pieces off the board, sometimes pieces out of his pockets. It's like a dirty poker player. But his objective is to win, regardless of how he does.
Well, one thing about Rene in chess, he'll never be homeless. He will always live in my shadow.